I wonder if they'll ever make a Terraria demake for the Playdate. So, I was scraping my brain for a bit to start the stream, and I was thinking like, well, we're being hit by this horrible, strong winter storm. Oh yeah.
Sorry, my headphones got unplugged in my rush to get back and get my heating pad.
Oh,
I was like, wow, everyone's being quiet.
But I was trying to think of a joke. I thought about like the weather outside is frightful, and it led me down this delightful path of imagining a Christmas setting and Phoenix desperately trying to get everyone to join in on carols, and the people who are joining in do not know the words, and the people who might know the words do not join in. Like, come on everybody, and Maya's half singing along, not really remembering the words, and Edgeware's like, no, absolutely not.
Plus some of the lyrics, you know, Phoenix did like a fun remix to add like another verse, and no one knows these because they're new. They already don't know the second verse to begin with, and then you throw in a whole new one.
Phoenix, you can't do not guilty, not guilty, not guilty to let it snow. That you don't hit the syllables in the same. You're not. It doesn't. We're right anything, but this one is wrong. Hey, I gotta be real.
Hey.
All of us are not in the best shape right now. It's not a great time in America. It's very cold and the old joints are acting up. I'm in a lot of pain.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you slept an amount of time.
Yeah, sure.
And Marina, how about you? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I could be worse. I thought I was gonna have to have anesthesia put in my mouth today like I did yesterday, and I did not. So I can talk fine.
Hey, Arlie. And I'm appreciative of that, because streams are one of the few things that I can do to reach out and talk to the world about games that isn't social fucking media, that isn't like sometimes looking at discourse unfolding on Blue Sky feels like you're watching a brick wall argue with itself.
It's history repeating itself.
Like the bricks that are holding each other up are consistently argumentative with one another about which one of them is really doing the most work. Like none of you are actually getting to the root of where the damage is coming from, which is outside of the wall. Anyways, speaking of off the wall, it's time for the school arc. If memory serves. The next case is Okay,
Yeah,
good,
we're
because
going to high school.
I did name the stream Class Clowns, and it would have been very strange if that didn't have anything. If that was just totally unrelated.
It would have been very funny, but no, we're going to school.
Hell yeah, that's good. We all feel a little dumb, right?
Yeah.
That's all of us, right?
All of
Equally?
us.
All of us?
All of us feel just a little bit stupid right now, and
Just a little
that's.
stupid.
I gotta be real. I'm kind of with you on that, actually.
And that's fine. It's like when we were very tiredly walking around Boston, and I kept saying there's just times that we're just dumb. We're just so tired, we're just dumb.
And it's
There's
okay.
It's okay, because you're acknowledging it and you're working within those limits.
Work within the limitations of the dumb.
Exactly.
Themis Legal Academy.
Oh, we don't even have to
A
work for this one.
prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
That doesn't sound dumb. I don't know if we'll be allowed in.
Oh no. Oh.
What is this, Jujutsu Kaisen? Dang.
Hi, Juniper.
Is that the one that looks like a flower?
Yeah, we sure just did see Junie caught up in yet another case.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
seems to
that's
keep
right.
happening.
Yep.
She really is Athena's Maya.
There's another returning character in this trial, and their 3D model makes them look like they're barely holding it together. Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
I
Yeah. Oh.
love that shit. I unironically love that shit.
I'm glad you will, cause I don't.
No, it's rough to
Oh.
look at, but it's enjoyable to see people try to artistically realize things that are normally perfected away in media. Trying to artistically realize someone who looks like shit is always very interesting to me.
No, let me emphasize. I don't like who is the returning character.
Who is the return character? Yeah, that was what I gathered from that, because I was doing
Larry Butts has
the
been
math in my head of
pretending-
who that could be.
Larry Butts pretending to be a
No.
17-year-old skulking around the
Oh,
schoolyard
no.
again. Oh, Phoenix! Like, no, not this time,
It's
Larry.
not that bad, thankfully. It's not that bad.
Oh no, I'm gonna be late.
Oh, is this a flashback then? Or is she having a bad dream about school?
Meh. Whew, finally. So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy.
Themis.
Themis. Themis.
There's a million jokes I'm trying to think of, like, they/themis. Like, definitely if they have a DEI program, that has been graffitied on the wall. They/themis Legal
Yeah.
Academy.
I feel
Yes.
like for your prefix on legal documents, you should be legally allowed to use Themis if you identify as they/she.
Yes,
Themis.
themis.
If you are unmarried and identify as they/she.
I like that. I
God.
do actually really
That's a
like
good
that. Oh, I'm
one.
themis.
This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors get their start.
Themis Liberal Academy. Fucking hell. Oh god.
When news spread that woke king Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back,
Diversity win.
he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit.
So this is after the monstrous turnabout.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience.
Okay, so you are intentionally not supposed to know where that is. The idea of, oh no, I'm gonna be late. You're supposed to be thrown off by that.
Yes.
Okay.
And also the fact that it was October, but there wasn't a year, so we don't know if this was like months in the past or months in the future from.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
doing. I gotta be real. The writing in this game has been maybe the sharpest out of any game we've played so far. Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Definitely, 100%.
But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late.
Blue suit and pronouns.
Oh, that one got me. Oh no, I anything of blue suit and pronouns am I done? At least today's not all business.
Doing a double and triple take and Edgeworth saying that. What? Well, that you.
I had to dissolve like one of those hot cocoa bombs for a second in my brain before it really.
Of course, you
Tickled
have
my fancy.
a blue suit and pronouns.
What? What? You. But.
Today's
got me
the
there.
school festival.
It's the festival! Oh, okay, there's a lot going on here. October 24th.
My favorite is Culpable Curry.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Live guitar, prosecute, and classy cafe.
Let's all not...
Guilty dogs.
I was gonna say, let's not forget Guilty Dogs in the corner
Yeah.
covered by the text box.
This is so funny because I was catching up on Sad Boys podcast and recently saw them like talking about the true crime cruise, and like all of the stuff to do on that awful cruise is themed like this, except it's about like people who are just fans of true crime.
No. I could go on about true crime because there's so many layers there, including the layer that I would so easily have gotten into it in the first place were it not for me preempting a lot of moral quandaries I might have with the whole thing. Of like,
Well,
oh, but I totally get it. Ugh.
And they talked about it like nuance when they were talking about it there that I also agree with, but it's just reminded me of the fucking like activities with like the fucking plastic glove.
The fucking, that. Okay, for chat's sake, I don't want to be on this for too long, but for chat's sake, true crime, you know, the whole craze of people loving true crime stories, true crime podcasts, true crime videos, including a cruise through the fucking, like, where... Cruises are where murder happened, as they point out in Sad Boys. Okay, cruises are one of the, de facto, #1 places to do a murder on a cruise.
Well, it's also like a fandom thing rather than like it's not like a murder mystery cruise or something.
Yeah,
there's like
because
plenty,
that's a
I don't know if
thing.
there are murder mystery cruises, but I'd imagine there are. It's
it
not
is
like
the
murder mystery
idea
dinner.
of we are all enthusiasts of murders that are difficult to solve. Let's all get on a boat together to discuss real people's murders. I'm sure it'll be fun. We have cake.
Anyway, the stuff on their website is all written like this.
Yes, it's the same vibe as this. You're absolutely right. I also want to point out the Guilty Dogs thing. It looks like the Crime Boss logo, right? Like the hot dog is where Rockay City is, and then it's like crime. It's like the same font. Anyways, okay, we gotta move on.
This is a college. They could have done mocktail trials.
Mocktail. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally.
If I were to do a murder, it would definitely be somewhere where I have zero escape routes from the situation afterwards. If you were to do a murder, it would be somewhere where ideally you dispose of the evidence so far away, but that by the time people realize something is wrong, there is nothing connecting you to the case.
Yeah.
That is the idea. There's a game called Overboard I would highly recommend if you like murder mystery type stuff, where you play the murderer trying to get away with it. It's really good.
But I don't want to keep Winger, but I haven't mentioned just Titia yet. Is this the school mascot?
I'm gonna take a swing and say
We'll
probably. Or maybe there's a person.
Oh god, that'd be even more crazy. Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are.
Good thing we don't have her in the actual school uniform DLC outfit.
Correct.
Your attention, please. It's very fun to make the PA be this font. That's cute. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin. Hang on, but this is a PA system in a school. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you.
Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there.
I do love the way Athena looks at the world, because it's not dissimilar to the way I do, of like, I don't know where to go, but everybody's going that way. So I'm going to go that way, and if I'm wrong, it won't just be on me, it'll be on all of us, and it'll kind of dissolve the tension of the situation a little. No, I was just going with them. I don't know what they were doing. hang on. Why do they get a nicer courtroom?
Money.
Damn it. Yeah.
Privatized universities.
Fucking Reagan. Ugh.
This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place.
Apparently they do have a stadium-sized lecture hall square. Jesus.
Yeah.
The district court can't even compete.
Hey, Athena, over here. I figured.
Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo.
Oh, it's the boys.
I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Sorry. Okay. This is really giving me a whole new perspective on this franchise. Playing as a femme character and seeing these two idiots here of like, oh, you're the two doofus men. Oh, you play as the dumbass bimbo man. I see. Oh, like
This is how the world sees you.
It's like what Austin says about Phoenix, how he just bumbles through every case. But like, in a lot of anime where you play as where the perspective is femme, there is usually the idiot hot guys that do not have a personality beyond being nice, and that's these two. There they are.
You can't call Apollo a bimbo. That's transphobic.
Fair. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait. Did you call me a bimbo in like the 1920s sense of like of an idiot man? But we didn't want to be late for our meeting.
Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late.
This takes place... Okay, sorry. This takes place after Monstrous Turnabout. So
Yes.
after
Yes.
Trial 2. It has to take place before Trial 1, though, because that is much further forward.
That's
and
two eyes on our boy. So.
Yeah, Apollo currently has 2 eyes, and he's going to be hunted down by... Yeah, Square's got it right there now.
Yes.
Yep. Apollo's model haunts my soul. Yeah, you're right. He does look like he's barely holding it together. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court... Fuck you. Professor Court has yet to arrive. Oh my
Let me
God.
take this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
How unprofessorial of her to keep visitors of our esteemed institution waiting like this.
I love that giant screaming face badge.
I gotta be...
Oh!
I gotta be honest, this character design goes. This
Yeah.
is actually this is really good.
I love him.
We need a lawyer professor who
Statue
professes
justice.
It's so good. This is so good. Bit late, no worries. Welcome aboard.
I shall make her right. I will not... Oh, who do we have here?
All right. You haven't been introduced yet.
Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about.
It very well might be makeup. That might be powder.
Oh my god, I just noticed how teeny
Why
tiny
would
his glasses are.
I know, his teeny tiny glass.
It looks like... Sorry,
okay,
go ahead first.
If,
You first.
if he's making up his, if he's doing makeup on his face, why are his hands also white?
A
Gloves.
dedication. Hey, you know. Oh, or maybe he painted them like I had to for my Halloween costume.
Oh. Also, the glasses look like when you make a face really small on a me to try and have like a different part of their face be the eyes
I was
instead.
thinking exactly the same. Like when you make a dog in
Charlie
Maker.
Kirk face?
Yes, you Charlie Kirk them, you squeeze their face really small and then you hide it somewhere so that you could have like the eyebrows be what are presumed to be the eyes instead. His hands are white because he frequently cosplays a ghost.
Oh.
I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too.
How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star.
Oh, Christ!
Wow, thanks! That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. Tiny glasses, big smile.
That is a skibbity toilet face if I have ever seen one. Jesus Christ. I would put this on the UI, but I do not want to have to tag the stream as horror.
Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting?
I'm glad other people still know that phrase. Like, it hasn't totally died. A face for radio. It's so good.
Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about?
Yes, Little Red Riding Hood has committed insurance fraud on the wolf.
Children can do that.
Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office.
This is a
Yeah.
This is a hyper-specific American joke, I just realized, because I don't know how many countries had mock trials as a thing in school growing up, but that was a thing our school did, and that was a thing, like, that done in media about American schools, usually elementary school, holding a trial for, like, a fairy tale, like Three Little Pigs or something, just to teach kids the basic, like, steps of what a courtroom does. It was funny as fuck.
Yeah, sending a pamphlet to the office does not guarantee Athena gets it.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is buried under fake spaghetti.
There's so much fake spaghetti.
The pamphlet. Whatever happened to that?
You won't be seeing it again. Juicy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick.
Well, I don't understand. She restored it. So what's wrong?
Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then.
You see, you're on trial for murder. Yeah, thank you, Professor. God, yeah, no, that is a sad Phoenix. That is an internally screaming Phoenix.
Why did my daughter turn out like this?
I mean,
It's
tradition.
if anyone's gonna appreciate it.
What magnificent presentation technique. Both your timing and speed were impeccable.
This is the most important thing for a lawyer to learn how to do. Speed? You mean speed's important when presenting evidence too?
Absolutely. The speed and approach angle theorems are the first things we teach here.
Literally the first thing you learn in lawyering school here is how to point and present emphatically. That explains...
Chuck them in an envelope the
everyone.
fastest.
It explains so much. Oh my god.
I believe Mr. Wright and others like him already make extensive use of them.
You do, boss?
Well, yes, to some degree, I guess.
It never even crossed my mind. This lawyer thing is deeper than I thought.
There's a character specific later on you think should be good to be voiced by me? Interesting.
Interesting.
Phoenix's class skipped the fairy tale mock trial and went straight to traumatizing him specifically. Yeah, if you remember, they held a trial for Phoenix in elementary school because they thought he stole lunch money from a backpack. That happened. That
did happen.
That all happened. Good lord. Anyways, what is school?
Now, does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I selected the prompt. I do, Professor. Could you tell me about your school?
What an excellent question. Here is a gold star for asking.
This is starting to feel a little condescending.
Yeah.
Our academy has 3 courses to choose from.
Wait, only?
Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise.
Well, if you want to be a lawyer, you go to lawyer school to become a lawyer.
Budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, which is very different than lawyer course, despite my constant attempts to merge the classes. And of course, future judges take the judge course.
Through these means, we teach them only everything their side will need to know, which is why every trial has everyone needing to explain basic procedure to them at all times. Just as it should be.
Being the judge is just sort of a lot of practicing hammering and sounding important. not. There's not a whole lot of law they need to memorize, which is why they never know what they're doing, really. They're just silly guys with a big hammer.
I try to, rectify this situation, but, the last time I tried, I got in a little trouble with Johnny Law, so I simply do my job now.
The god of law, Johnny Law.
James Law. Jonathan
Please,
Law.
call me Johnny. James was my father.
I may be the patron saint of law, but I'm a cool guy.
The joke where you said LaBelle is the Joker, but for gay people, and the joke where LaBelle is clearly banging Filch was not your joke. It's from a YouTube video called Two Asexuals Play Smash or Pass Ace Attorney Dual Death. Okay, I have watched a couple of For a Series Smash or Pass videos. I get the vibe for that. I appreciate you owning up to that. But yeah. That's fucking funny.
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that is what makes our school special, and today, even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright.
Oh my god, he was supposed to prepare a speech. Oh my god, oh my god.
I cannot wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
Oh my god.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor.
Yeah, well, I'm giving them what they want. This has this...
I don't know, patriarchy's crazy, kid. It's crazy. I get asked left, right, and center to do things. My mentor never was asked. She had way more experience. Never was asked.
You know, what's funny is that she actually gave a TEDx talk once, and it got a bunch of views from me sharing it, and then people were just leaving the worst comments, and I just assumed she was bad at it. Didn't watch it. Yeah, Mia was great. Rest in peace. I forget what happened to her. So I'm giving a speech. Also, Phoenix is... Okay. It is normal to give guest speak roles, like, even if you're not a professor. It's a little weird that Athena wouldn't know that, which implies that the school hasn't done this before. But secondly, he has the same energy as Robert Evans, the host of Behind the Bastards. He occasionally gives speeches at colleges where he's like, yeah, they just gave me a bunch of money to go up there and say some bullshit for an hour, so I don't care. Just go up there and yap.
Yeah.
That's what Phoenix is gonna do.
Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today?
Sort of. So, I came early because there was supposed to be a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Hello, Constance Court. Oh.
It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Professor Court. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
It makes complete and utter sense for this to be from the perspective of Athena, because it needs to be someone who is relatively normal and able to access the space without being seen as an outsider for this setting. But also, this is not the tutorial trial. They can't treat you as like you don't know anything. So, recently graduated, so she knows...
But not from here, crucially,
Yes.
because presumably any of the characters that studied in fucking San Francisco, or whatever we said it was, that studied here, probably went to this school, I'm assuming. Whereas we know that she studied abroad. So, this wouldn't be like her... She didn't just graduate from here like 2 weeks ago.
It needs to be new to her, but familiar to her, because this trial is now at the point in the game where you're supposed to be going through the routine of learning all of the steps and the motions and uncovering the mysteries and letting the story play out, as opposed to introducing basic shit to you. It's like, okay, now put it into practice. This is the perfect setting for this. It makes sense to have her be the point of view character.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar for lawyers. What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer.
Right, and what does that involve?
Yeah, you gotta get more specific than that, bud. Oh
The
my god.
arm
Oh
angle
my
when
god.
shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Wow, you really just diagnosed Phoenix super hard there. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to
What?
teach stuff like that to again?
Students, Phoenix, it's a school.
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star, Mr. Wright. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival.
Oh, so whoever wins this mock trial...
Wait, so it'll be a private tutoring session for like 1 or 2 people, depending on how big the defense or prosecution team is?
Well, presumably it is either the defense course, the people who are in the defense course, because it's essentially different classrooms,
Yeah.
I see what
or
you
the
mean,
prosecution course,
So
or
they choose
I guess
their,
the judge course if they declare a mistrial.
It's like there's an imbalance of power there.
Well, I don't have to strike the podium, so I don't need to learn any of that. That doesn't seem.
I never
useful
get to
me.
point.
That's why the judge's hands are always underneath the desk, except for when he has that on the gavel. It's just, you only
I
learn
assumed
gavel.
he was just playing on his Game Boy.
Still
Still a Game Boy, not a
Yeah,
DS
exactly.
in 2029.
I'll get that shiny Pikachu one of these days.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win.
Okay, so this school is teaching you that in order to be good at law, you have to win. Does
Yeah.
truth come into it at any point?
No,
I
this
mean, we've
is-
seen
this
the
is
type of
act-
people. Yeah, we've seen the products of this teaching in court.
What I'm saying is this is accurate to real world legal schooling too. The truth is not important. You're taught how to lie and win.
Yeah, how to bluff your way to victory.
Yeah, that is every legal school in this country.
I just feel like at a fundamental level, there should at least be a course on how to accept the truth when it's presented to you, because it might save a lot of, like, do they instead of that have a course on how to have a freak out when you're proven wrong? How to, like, explosively...
Proper color scheme.
Yeah.
Well, our legal our law schools sure as shit don't have an accepting the truth and surrendering when your client is guilty rule.
Yeah.
Because no lawyer does that.
I think I understand why Phoenix isn't too thrilled to speak here.
The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that.
So you're asking your judges to write fan fiction? They're like, oh
Okay.
man, wouldn't that be funny? Oh wow. They all look like that. All of them look like that.
That's so funny considering who the judge course student we're gonna meet is.
Oh god. Legal fan fiction.
Oh, a one-on-one battle. How thrilling.
Yeah, the American courts and the Japanese courts, while they obviously have differences, the ways in which they're corrupt are pretty damn similar. So,
Yes, they are.
so if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so...
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case.
Who is it?
Is it our boy, or is it going to be someone who disappoints us?
But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
I'm just scared we're going to get a pain, brother.
No, I think it's someone whose recent album flopped and needed the money.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be.
I'm gonna take a swing. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Nope, way off. I am Juniper Woods, senior no.
Junie's in the judge course.
Junie's gonna be a judge! Oh my goodness!
You need a
All
judge.
right, was I Juniper?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you coughed a lot and stuff.
I am
also
Juniper
what it
Woods,
means.
a senior. No. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors for me, Juniper?
Someone in the courtroom somewhere is thinking, no, she's late. Ominous
Nope,
music
she's
plays.
late.
Everyone's looking at her like, what? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah, she's always late.
They'll be funny to you later, but you can't remember what happened here. Otherwise, you'll tell people. Yes, of course, Professor Means.
Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you?
That, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. So yeah, we're gonna see Juniper later. Because keep in mind, that takes place in the future. All that has not happened yet in canon. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence.
Oh, we've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie?
Oh wow, you way misjudged our relationship. Yes. Well, we did live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together.
Yeah, like a lot. Why won't you look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Right, didn't we establish that Athena and Junie are lesbians, or am I projecting? Both can be true.
Both can be true,
You can't be
exactly.
projecting, and we can agree.
Yep.
Statue of Limitations is what he calls himself in bed. Yes,
Oh my god.
Aristotle means. All the students in the school are going to suffer majorly from Gold Star withdrawal when they start working in the courts for real. That's why Edgeworth left. That's why Edgeworth got depressed and prosecute Edgeworth is dead. I didn't get any gold stars.
He has
also-
everyone he earned in university still on, like, it framed in a drawer.
That's also why attorneys' badges are so small and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that way you associate with that for life.
Star.
Man,
I get it. I'm very reward motivated as well.
can they just get like, I don't know, maybe the confetti could be like Gold Star confetti. I guess that might be sharp. That might hurt. Okay, we'll workshop it. When you win a trial, the confetti that falls just make you gold stars.
Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right?
Hey T, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Then why the fuck are we here?
Yes, I am very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all.
That pamphlet I did not read, presumably would have told me I was not allowed to bring guests. Good news to you
Sorry,
two,
I
I
just
didn't read
assumed-
it.
I just assumed I'd get a +6. Sorry. No. Thought I wouldn't.
Fucking
A
incredible.
+6. I invited Apollo and Athena, the two people closest to me, physically. I invited my
Lucy,
daughter,
but she said, I'm
she's-
busy and have friends. And that kind of stung a little because it felt a little personal, but whatever. She's my silly girl.
She's also making rent for us.
Yes.
I invited Larry, and then I rescinded the invitation and didn't send it back out to anyone else. I invited Edgeworth, but we're still not on speaking terms. And I also invited Shot in the Dark, mostly just to fuck with Apollo. I did invite Clavier, but he said, no, I've got something instead.
Yeah.
And he would not tell me
See you there
what.
anyway, winky face.
Yeah, see you there. It's him. It's him, by the way. It's him.
No,
It's
yeah,
Clavier.
yeah, no, I figured.
Yeah, it's Clavier.
Yeah, that made sense to me.
He's the prosecutor with the least going on.
Yeah, again, his album flopped.
I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. That's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today.
I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my...
That would be the most Phoenix Wright move to be like, yeah, I know you guys were all showing up expecting me, but here's my buddy Apollo instead. Anyway, I'm gonna go smoke a joint in the waiting room. And everyone will be like, wow, he's a master tactician.
Here's Apollo. He's actually smart. He knows things, and he's gonna learn something. So I'm gonna leave, and everyone else is like, wow, he knows there's nothing left for him to learn. He's already at the pinnacle of the legal world.
God.
So genius.
Mr. Satan and Boo.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's great is I actually brought 2 guests, so this works out great. What will happen is that whoever wins, tomorrow they can hear a speech from Athena, recently graduated, like one of those valedictorian whatevers, and I will leave.
I'd accept the paycheck.
Fuck. And I will go home.
Oh, okay. You said you wanted to take on that patriarchy thing there, right? Yeah? And
Now's your
me
chance.
giving you the opportunity to talk.
Now's your chance, sweetheart. Don't forget to smile. Anyways, I'm leaving.
Oh,
I got
sorry.
a blue suit and pronouns, okay?
Transphobic Phoenix moment. You said you wanted to take on the patriarchy, right? So I'll have Apollo and Athena do it instead.
Ah.
What do you, Phoenix, Mr. Wright? What do you mean by that?
No, it's okay, Apollo. I got a blue suit and pronouns. My pronouns are he, him, and they have been since I was born. But I got them.
I only know how to wear blue because I have
Lucky
pronouns. I figure those 2 things are related.
Gotta think about that till I die.
This is so fucking funny. Why does Mean's badge look like the kind of thing that at the end of tracks in Zoom? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Bro's pronouns were picked out by his mom. Ah.
Aww. And he kept them to this day.
Nice gender loser. Did your mom pick it for you? What? Really?
Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Cord as soon as she gets here.
Oh, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too.
Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Professor Means. No, it's fine. It was just the first part of the speech you're supposed to give tomorrow was specifically about the trial you were supposed to observe today. But it's fine. Go smoke your joint.
But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish.
I hope there is a version of this animation that is even more exaggerated that he does when he's like pissed off. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo. So pay attention.
The new kid sure stink. Being the new kid sure stinks. Dang it. I was thinking the new kid stinks and realized that's me.
I'm the new kid. I'm on the block. Oh, I've played Zuma. Oh my god, you're right. It does look like that. Oh my god. Sorry, that was a blast from the fucking past. I'm gonna send this to chat. This is what the judge's badge looks like. Or
You're right.
I'm gonna briefly show this off in stream. I will wait until we have the judge or the professor back on screen.
Shit. While you're doing that, Phoenix or Apollo, you need to pay attention. And then that most recently added part of the collage is Apollo paying attention in court.
Yes. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Oh, we're not gonna get to see him again?
No, he leaves the whole game. He's never seen again. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, just for chat's sake, while we have a black screen here, this is Zuma. This is Zuma, and yes, you are absolutely fucking right. The badge that Professor Apostle, or whatever the fuck his name was, had absolutely looks like this. Aristotle means. Thank you.
Please get my name correctly.
Thank you so much, Sophia. That's so fucking funny. And wow, what a memory. Yeah, I played that on my grandmother's computer as a kid. I remember that.
Man.
Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Hey! Oh, what? What was that?
October 24th. Themis Legal Academy. First floor hallway. Athena! I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. You go running now, they'll think it was you.
Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere else.
Oh. Well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall.
Okay.
Does Phoenix always sleep on sofas? He is very used to sleeping on the couch. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that he and Trucy live out of that agency office.
Yeah, I don't think he owns a bed.
The fake spaghettis are his pillow and blanket.
Is this staged for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom.
Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand.
What?
Oh, shit. Professor Cord, can you hear me? Professor!
Oh, wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with?
Looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. Marina, none of that came through if you read it.
No way! This can't be real!
Trying to fucking act out here in Discord's fucking offensive.
No.
Yeah, classic Discord. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too.
No. Wait. They'll find out soon enough when the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
Good news. I have the most privilege possible at this specific location.
They treat me like a god here.
I could have committed this murder myself and gotten away with it. Not that I did that, though. It's no big deal, as long as we leave everything exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh.
But... Okay, you're the boss.
Okay, as much as I want to present the lawyer's badge, I do actually agree we should look around. And they did just make a point of how quickly you do something being relevant, so I am gonna... So, okay, I gotta know what's going on with those.
We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this.
Oh, I see, it wants us to... I see. Here we are.
Guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. Athena, this isn't normal. This isn't what a lawyer's supposed to do.
This is absolutely abnormal. This is 100% abnormal.
There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds?
This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands.
A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it.
You're presuming a lot there, Athena. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? You're presuming a lot there, Phoenix. Where the killer could have shot her from. The stage is a sea of obstructions. There's notably no blood on the ground, despite there being a lot of blood on her here, almost as if the killing happened elsewhere.
Crazy.
I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around.
Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow?
At least there's that. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm gonna try stabbing you with this arrow. Is that okay? What do you mean?
Man,
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just like, as soon as I saw the body, I mean, it makes sense that she's dead, but I was like, man, there's a little part of me that was hoping I'd get a weird old lady to voice.
That would have been nice.
That's okay.
The book.
There'll be others.
What do we have here? A Bible? No. A book. I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket.
Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has.
Lawyers look at pictures of dead bodies, not in-person bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like having to physically manhandle with no gloves, no nothing. No, not even photographing the scene first, just like manhandling the scene with your raw hands as an 18-year-old fresh graduate.
Wait a minute. Hang on. We might leave fingerprints. Let's put on gloves and smudge all the ones that were there instead, okay? True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court.
No, don't. Oh.
Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. Routine report, need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. Prepare for mock trial, final confirmation. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. Mock trial begins at 2 p.m.
Ooh, she was excited about it too. There's an exclamation point.
You're right, she did seem to be looking forward to it.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
I see her wrists. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then a good look.
Really
Breathe in
inhale
that
the
corpse fumes.
yeah, the decomposition. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it.
Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate.
Look, I kick her and nothing's happening.
Look, see? Like, let me keep kicking her. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial.
Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall.
That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else?
Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists.
Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something.
Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory.
Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. I think that's about all we're gonna find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case.
Okay, I'm on it. Just gets out her cell phone. Say cheese!
Oh my fucking god, Athena! Cheese? Yeah, I thought I was one with a twisted sense of humor.
I think that should do it.
Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive.
This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard.
There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them.
There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue?
This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. One of them went up all the way over there. Okay, so this was supposed to be a statue of Clavier, right?
They couldn't even get the real thing.
The pose, the fucking... Or are these are these like in the suits versions of the 2 mascots that we have right now for the courtroom?
Oh, that's also true. See that newspaper? There's something buried in the rubble. The famous Herald?
Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Okay, that was at least smart of you.
Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. Will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart? Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins.
Fucking Christ.
Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body.
But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that.
Athena, you don't believe everything that you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it.
You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material.
Yeah, it is disturbing. You are correct about that.
Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color.
You're telling me.
Maybe like an eggplant.
When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage.
You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is.
Mr. Wright, Athena!
Oh, here comes
okay.
Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Look at go.
Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus.
That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there.
What? Can you show me?
I love that. What? Let me see!
We need to tamper with it before the police come, obviously.
What the?
Apollo just is like, okay, then takes out the evidence trash can. No, Apollo, hang on. No, we might actually get in trouble for that one.
We've already had a quick look at the body.
Hey, Apollo, want to see a dead body?
It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here...
No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same.
Is it what the mock trial was? Oh, interesting. Is the mock trial this? Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean.
It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial.
What? It's like the mock trial.
I know. I know it sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood.
Oh, even down to that detail. Wow.
It's all exactly like the mock trial.
You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it?
I guess in the context of a stage, it would be behind the witness stand. Okay, well, there's the police. October 24th, they Miss Legal Academy. 3rd floor lecture hall. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today.
Murder on campus. It's the last thing I expected at a legal academy.
Woo, woo. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police.
Yes, boss.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. Can't stay still at times like this. Hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing.
Athena, Athena, there you are.
Junie! Am I glad to see you? I was worried that...
Don't worry about me. I'm student council president after all. I need to be strong.
Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy.
Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's not really much to do.
Sure. What would you like to know? That's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Oh, I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you.
Thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, Junie.
Thank you, but even if I become a judge, I'll never have one of those sunflower badges.
Oh, wait, she only envies me for the badge?
It looks like a flower, that's fun. We'll talk about that in a sec. We'll present the newspaper in a second, but first I want to talk to her.
I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so?
Yeah, so my fancy badge from Europe where you could start law school at age 6. Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena.
Maybe it's just me, but I want to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know?
Sisters, huh? Sisters. Okay, sisters. Cool.
I'm gonna
Great.
develop a crush and bang your coworker just to get back at you. Mr. Wright, try again.
No. I said develop a crush, not fake. I am student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly.
She was never this stiff and formal before. It is like a very teenager thing to be like, I can't use baby nicknames anymore.
I'm
I'm
an adult
student
now."
council president.
I have responsibility now. I have to look over 20 students.
I have to pass out the papers. When we have a test, I pass them out. It's a pretty
They
big
let me do a
responsibility. Can't
morning-
use baby nicknames anymore because no one in the workplace ever uses nicknames.
Never.
They make me do morning announcements every Monday, first Monday of each month, every other month. I do announcements, and it's a lot of prep work. I have to
I
show
knew
up
you-
30 minutes before we actually do the announcements.
You'll understand when you're a judge someday, Athena. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot.
Yeah, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know.
Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
What sort of teacher was Professor Court?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in the dark age of law. Oh, hey, she was actually doing the thing I was criticizing the school for. Neat, nice. Like, hey, okay, yeah, I appreciate the have a course that teaches you how to win at prosecution and a course teaches you how to win at defense. What about how to win at truth? How to know what actually happened? How to know if the person is really guilty or not?
What's wrong with your school? Oh, what did you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I meant the dark souls of law, nothing.
Am I imagining things? Or did I just detect something in Junie's voice?
Professor Court chose my script for the... Okay, that's some important context. It was your script. So, if perhaps...
Of all the judgelings.
It was either stolen, or an early draft was shown to other people, or it was based off of something that you talked about with other people, there is a way that other people could have known what was going to happen in that script.
But only officially the people who would know are the faculty and her.
Yes, which also makes her look more guilty, because who else could have known those specific details?
Mm-hmm.
Oh? You mean of all of the students in the students in the
Nope.
judge course had to... Hold on.
You mean
Let me
all
figure
of
this
the
out. Hold on.
students in the judge
Oh,
course had to
you
submit a
mean-
script?
All of the students in the judge course had to submit a script. And yours was the one selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie.
Oh, thank you. Wow, yeah. Yeah, now thinking about it, it's really inefficient, actually, that literally all of us are required to make up a guy, make up a death. That seems... I don't know. I just don't know how much of a curriculum as a judge should be revolving around making up facts. But why would you do such a thing? Just yesterday, we were working together trying to get things ready. Excuse me.
Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while? So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be.
Disagree. Being a judge while chronically ill makes you stronger, in my
I agree.
opinion.
Mm-hmm. Why do you need a script and a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor?
Ableist Athena moments.
It's a new thing the school is doing, where we are training an AI judge to be better than all of us, so we had to write plausible cases for it.
No.
Sorry, this voice is difficult to do.
Mm.
Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. Don't replace the judge! All the details in the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready.
Okay, let's go through all of these cases. Well, okay, this one is an episode of Law & Order. This one was written by ChatGPT. This is Danganronpa fanfiction with the names swapped. One left. I guess the Woods kid. She's the only one who wrote anything. Yeah, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or any other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. So Professor Court herself knew elements of the trial. The victim knew elements of the trial.
And would have had to in order to, I would hope, to have graded and selected the trial.
Yes.
Of course.
We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details.
It must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult.
I guess Court would also have to have the script of her own then. Yeah, that's true. It depends, like, we might get down to the nitty-gritty of how did she grade it. Did you give her the only extant copy of the script, or did you send it to her and maybe perhaps it could have been received another way? We'll get to all those details later.
Mm-hmm.
With all these fucking computers that are everywhere, wouldn't doubt the school had tech bro AI pushing investors. It's kind of the thing I was thinking, yeah. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. Ooh, okay, that is fun. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Do you think that's all that she's capable of? You've got another thing coming. That's Athena.
Who said that? I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
All right, who wants to be? You can tell from their colors who wants to be defense attorney on the right and prosecutor on the left.
it is okay. Sophia wants me to be Red Dude, and I think I know why. Austin, okay. I am willing to do that if you want to, because, I mean...
You do Snobby so well.
I was gonna say, you do Snobby a lot better than I do.
I am good at Snobby. Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? They're prosecution and defense, but defense is it's just the Snobby defense isn't interesting. Like, this seems to be an inversion of what I'm used to.
Exactly, yeah, that's kind of the point. Guy on the right in the blue is a snobby defense attorney, whereas person on the left is like an eager and enthusiastic and very honest prosecutor.
So
Is that a little backpack or just a fun? That's irrelevant.
Oh, you'll find out. You'll understand what the deal is. Just pay attention to the springs on it.
Also, speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, am I right?
Yeah.
if you want to be snobby, Ozzy, you could be them, and I will be the character on the left. If we're good with that.
I'm okay with that. My concern is that it'll be too similar to Aristotle. But I think I can make it work.
Yeah, I think you can find it. But also,
All right.
it was him who said this line, so.
I guess it also depends on how many other new characters we're gonna get in this too, because if there aren't that many more new characters, but we know of at least maybe one older returning character, I could also voice one if.
There's at least one other new character that's going to be pretty prominent.
What if? Okay, well, is that other character someone Marina should voice? You think?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Okay. In that case,
Redemption for my loss of old lady.
old lady lost.
And let me tell you, this will be one of. I think she'll be one of your favorites to perform.
Ooh, I'm excited.
All right, you do this, Ozzy.
I'll be Hugh. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script.
Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man!
I think I found a rival to my cords of steel.
I see the archetype, I understand now. Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name is Hugh O'Connor.
Man, being named Connor with the round glasses, I do feel like they were crying out for me to voice this character. However,
That's why I was saying.
Sophia specifically requested me voice the other character, but it's not too late. Do we want to switch? Because I understand Sophia, but I do feel like this might work better the other way around.
I mean, it's fine either way. I'm fine just staying Hugh.
There's a specific Wind Waker character that the voice you were doing reminds me of, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Something from when we streamed Wind Waker HD, and I'm like, what is that voice? Where is it
Was that
from?
the Elvis impersonator,
Yeah!
Todd? Yeah, who
Yeah!
So,
yourself.
do you want to switch to voicing O'Connor, or shall we keep going? Or, sorry, do you want to switch to me voicing O'Connor, or shall we keep it going?
I mean, we can ask chat, but I am fine keeping things as they are.
All right, let's keep things as they are for now, then.
Yeah.
But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests.
Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Eesh.
Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman! I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No! Where's the sincerity?
So he makes pottery too. And what's the bracelet contraption for? Athena ableism number 2. Junie sure has some unusual friends.
These two were the lawyer and prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant.
Final act in... Oh, wait. What would her flashbacks be like? Or is this Athena's flashback of herself?
It has to be, because she hasn't seen this yet. Or I guess she probably would have seen it in the world there. But either way, we already read all this.
Hot-blooded lawyer, course genius, and a hot-blooded prosecutor, course student.
Yeah, now we know who they are.
We'll go head-to-head in mock trial for the she-devils. What if they're just straight up like colleagues, like student colleagues? They're just like the head of each of their departments, and then the student newspaper's like, a love triangle? There must be winning her affection. Meanwhile, she's like, I wonder if Athena ever thinks of me. Oh wait, these two are the guys who are supposed to supposedly have a thing for Junie?
Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that.
If you swap, it means we get to hear Austin channeling passion and enthusiasm, and I think that might be fatal for him. Ooh.
It would be, but I could do it.
And I understand why, Sophia. I understand.
Yeah. Okay, cards on the table. I told Sheri the thing with Robin in advance because I figured it was important to note.
So yeah, we'll get there. That's right! The mock trial is just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on the stage, Juniper Woods! And the crowd goes bananas! Wow!
Wow, what prime pickings you've got here at this school, huh? Just bachelors left and right.
Man, no wonder you fall for Apollo. Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
There's a whole kind of guy out there. I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so...
My Junie singing?
Your
in
Junie?
State? In front of people? Wow, she really has changed.
Oh wow, you are asserting dominance over these men.
Yay! Oh, that's...
Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You were always so popular with the guys.
Yeah, it because of the way it's handled and because of other games we've streamed before, it was something that we wanted to talk about ahead of time.
Yeah.
We'll get there, Marina, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, so for clarification, only Sheri and I have discussed this.
Yes.
It's just a fun surprise for me, whatever it is.
Part of the trial, you have a joke locked and reloaded for the thing that's the only part of the trial you really remember.
Oh boy.
It's so true.
Well, we'll get there.
I was never...
You just didn't realize it, but that made you even more irresistible.
Oh my fucking god, Athena.
It's been 7 years, but I still remember how all the boys wanted to be near you.
I bet you used to get all excited when a guy handed you a love letter.
Yeah, Apollo, that sounds like you're projecting. That sounds like you're remembering when guys handed you love letters, and you'd be like, I
Wait,
appreciate it, but no.
What do I do with this?
Who do I deliver this to?
Oh, I mean, I can run pretty fast, but I still need to know where I'm going.
I probably have a sister out there somewhere.
Feels like the kind of thing that would be true.
And then got really bummed out when he'd say, "Could you give this to Juniper for me?"
Don't make
Am I right, Athena? Am I right, Athena?
jokes. God damn.
Am I right?
Yeah, I'm a little loud and flashy. Sure.
Yes.
How do you know?
Oof.
I'm sure it was just a lucky guess, but why did it have to be Apollo of all people?
Okay, hang on. So if I'm understanding this correctly,
He fully clocked that in high school. Every guy I ever met her was like, "Yeah, you're real hot if it wasn't for like your personality and voice and the way you dress and look."
my god.
Yeah. Apollo, how I love thee.
Athena, you know it's against such school rules for you to have things in your possession. Guards, apprehend her. As student council president, I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate that. Hand it over, please.
But this is important evidence we stole.
Oh, well, then I suppose we can make an exception just this once.
Wow, she's one tough law and order type president, all right?
Wow, easy. Easy every time.
But I want it. Well, you've made an ironclad case.
Fucking incredible. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, doesn't that look familiar?
That looks
Yeah, I was gonna say,
very
like that one
familiar.
thing, lady.
Hey, doesn't that look familiar?
And
Apollo's having PTSD in the corner.
God.
Having PTSD to that, like, awful improv singing for like 30 minutes, it feels like, that I did.
Yeah.
And this is what I'll be wearing.
That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something.
Oh, wow, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest.
Huh. So you're a fan of the night sky then?
No, I hate it. Yeah, no, I hate it. I look at it despite it and go, fuck you, Scott. Yeah, what kind of question is that?
Wow, Paolo, I didn't know you were such a romantic. That's just really interesting.
It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space.
This friend of yours. Yeah, you pass a lot of love letters?
Space friend from space camp, you know.
He did give me a good number of love letters, but he never told me who they were for, so I just didn't know what to do with them.
Shot him into space.
I mean,
Tied him to a rocket, shot him into space.
Sometimes, like 2 years ago, he and I did hook up, and he called it going on the Apollo mission. But you know,
shit. Sorry, that's extremely good. But I am just thinking of, unfortunately, a Dan Olsen bit. Apollo, straight trans man, married to space.
Yes, yeah, straight married to space.
Wait, you had friends back when you were young? Color me surprised.
As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue.
I think she's angry.
Apollo doing that to her was fair because it was accurate.
Yeah.
That's what Junie didn't stop it. Oh, so good.
With Athena, Apollo now has 2 women around him that constantly bully him. He seems fine with this.
Yeah, straight trans man, married to space.
The costume is very interesting. Costumes were no problem, but as far for singing, I'm not so sure I... No, you can do it!
That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress, and 2 knights in shining armor. Maybe that famous Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Although I think a triangle is supposed to have 3 points, and it does just kind of seem like 2 points yelling at a third.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, no, this
like
is
a line
this
next
is a love
to a dot.
V. This is a love V.
Yeah, this is
We
a
do
love
it at
if,
one
if
point.
If it was a love triangle, then these 2 guys would have something going on.
I mean, they probably do.
That's the good ending.
That's you.
Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out.
So,
Oh yeah, who won?
Who
It was a
won?
murder, so it kind of
Who's
didn't really matter.
next? You decide.
So how did the mock trial end?
We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out.
I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial.
It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing.
I was this close, man. Oh, I bet I would have won.
But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right?
You bet? You were watching it, bud.
Or is he being cheeky?
We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when that time comes.
I do love his thumb being animated
Zen
with it, too.
and the art of mastering the bar exam.
Chill
Chill law?
Civil,
Corporate
chill
law?
Civil law.
Corporate
No,
law.
chill
Chill
law.
No, it's
Corporate
chill
law.
law.
Criminal law.
Those are some words that he has written on what this really is, which is a D&D 4th edition book. That says 4th edition at the bottom there. He has written some other words on it so he can look cool. like I'm gonna let that happen. I don't think so. I
Hope they don't end up hurting each other.
Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends ever since we enrolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof?
But,
I'd like to see
Yeah,
that.
that's a normal thing regular friends that aren't obsessed with one of the points on the triangle has.
Oh my god.
oh.
I need to say it out loud. Square said this in chat. I heard that dynamic called a love corner once because the two rivals are just backing their target into it.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That's a good one.
All right, go ahead, Ozzy.
Well, we're in a legal school, so we got proof. We thought it was cheeky and cute.
you know, that would be a good bit. Also, I like legal school. This school is legal as of right now. For now.
Yes, not a law school, a legal school.
It's just legally allowed to exist. That doesn't mean you learn the law here.
That's a fucking Charlie Kelly line. Did you go to law school? The school I went to was very legal. Yeah, they're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah, so long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around.
Ah, the famous legal academy ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway?
Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck.
Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever.
It is also so funny having a love triangle where like they're all trying to be equally invested in like, no, we're all equally invested in this friendship for the same reasons. We're both bros, best bros, and we're both equally obsessed with this one woman, but in a friendship way.
I
Definitely.
also
Discord in their voices too.
I've gotta wonder if maybe, just maybe, if there is a physical proof thing, if all three of these motherfuckers have lost it and they just can't own up to it. Like, if all three of them have separately lost whatever their physical proof was, like, oh yeah, no, I sold that, I pawned it off, I got drunk and lost
God,
it.
it's like, yeah, like a childhood friendship ring or something that's like, yeah, I definitely kept that for forever. It definitely didn't lose it a year after getting it.
And be like, oh, whatever. And we were all just hyping each other up, and now it's to a point where if any one of us were to say it, it would come off as, like, actually a problem.
Yep. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here?
Something wrong, Athena?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that...
Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. I figured, yep.
Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends.
Oh,
Sorry.
don't call me that.
Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. So this is the previous trial that Juniper had on record then. I say, okay. And what?
Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too.
So you're the lawyers dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. So, like, you know, if this was a frame job, somebody would have had to do a real specific job to make it look like this chronically ill child murdered someone while they were busy in court. But, you know, that'd be crazy. Anyways.
But You can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one, too.
This is the first day of investigation, yes.
Dr. Fulberton found this in the suspect's pocket.
Okay, well, while that was planted there, that is at least a much more direct, okay, you have a murder weapon on you.
Yeah.
Why there's blood on this?
That's evident.
Oh my god.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers.
Yes.
sir.
But
Junie, I have to do something.
Time to fist fight the cops.
I can't let them take her away like this.
I do wish the Athena trials just became a fighting game for a while.
Yeah, just a side scroller beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Edgeworth can get an Explorer game, then why not? So if only Court and
Why not?
Juniper knew about the contents of the script, who told the police about the similarities? I mean, to be fair, someone could have brought it up because the trial had almost entirely played out, except for the verdict. So, someone who was at the trial could have said, hey, that is really similar to what happened there. It's like they were questioning the staff about it, and they're like, well, hang on, that sounds like what we were just talking about here. But if that was relayed to Blackwell, and then Blackwell relayed that to Fulbright, Fulbright does not have the details. That Blackwell just said it was the same thing, and did not fucking question, he has not interrogated it further. This man is a puppy dog. If you excuse me, I have work to do. Ooh.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Lesbinans.
Lebanon. Labab.
Lebanons.
Okay, I hate to interrupt your Lebanese, but aren't you rather new to all of this? You barely even lawyer. You barely even lawyer. You barely even lawyer. You're barely even a lawyer. Any words, but any one of those.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do.
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
You know, Apollo. Both. You.
We've got your back, Junie.
Yes, things worked out after all. Now you'll have your lawyers, Ms. Woods. It's time for you to head back to the station. I feel good about my job.
I believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright, the biggest of problems.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right. Sorry, it's a little slow.
It's okay.
I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it will be me. Time to investigate.
Why that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school.
Shoo.
Whereas I did a month ago.
That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man. I'm in too, big time. Juniper, what? I've got to stop. I can't go that high, holy shit. Is now a bad time to say I have not eaten anything today?
Yeah, it is a bad time, but we should get something in your system. Okay, now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on. We're just like in the script.
Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain.
Oh
Oh
god.
no! No!
Perhaps I could help. Air forehead.
No!
Oh.
Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here?
Oh, the pitch is back. Oh, the pitch is back. Oh, 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 oh.
You two seem to know each other. Is someone gonna introduce me?
Yeah, I don't know how she could see the situation and not think X's. Like, holy fucking shit.
Oh, why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as the prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput.
Wait, I was joking. He actually did train record himself. Holy shit.
Well, remember.
That's right,
His
one of them went to
guitarist
jail.
went to jail.
Yeah, because he murdered a guy. That's right. Shit. Okay.
Perhaps you've heard of us, or the Gaviniers. I was the lead vocalist.
Never heard of your band? Then again, I was out of the country until only recently, so maybe you just weren't big in Europe, even though you do sound and look, you know.
This has the exact fucking energy of like, no, maybe you haven't heard of me. I am on a SoundCloud. No, I am very important. I was in a band once. No, I won't play for you because I'm not in a band anymore, so I can't, that's why I don't do it here. But definitely it happened once. Oh my fucking god. This is the returnee I was talking about earlier. His leaning forward posture looks particularly unhinged. Oh god.
But can I get your autograph? I mean, if you're famous.
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph?
Yeah, I looked him up. I looked him up on TikTok. Yeah, no, yeah, people here are dunking on him, but it's funny, so I would like an autograph, yes.
Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. And yes, that is why I'm not famous in Germany, Europe.
The country.
Germany, wherever that is.
The country of German Europe. Germany, Europe.
But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rock star prosecutor, Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay, that one then.
Yeah, I can sell it to, it doesn't matter. It'll sell either
way.
way.
It really doesn't matter. Someone will buy it.
Oh wow, you're right. He does not look good. He does not look well.
He kind of looks
man.
like he's in like a Barbie computer game. Like there's something about his face.
You're
In
right.
3D, like a
God.
2000s Barbie video game.
Yeah, it's like anime aesthetic, but trying to make them look whiter. Like,
Yeah, well, and it's also like just like a little 3D because it's like 2006 or something like that. So it's a little 3D.
just a touch. Oh god, but instead it's because it's transcribed models from what was originally a 3DS portable game.
Oh, she's a lively one, a forehead. I didn't know she was your type.
She's the newest member of Wright Anything Agency, that's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes.
A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I am sure you have some questions for me? Yeah, forehead?
I mean... Okay, what is with this? It's so annoying. It's why it took me so long to get here, is everybody I passed was presenting badges to me. What is this? It seems like Air Forehead and Mr. Wright always want to show their badges off.
Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin. Why do you play air guitar?
I love how he has not done it once, and Athena just already knows.
She just knows.
Already
She's
knows.
clocked him.
You look so mad.
It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much the same place.
I never gave it that much thought, actually. I always just whip it out.
You can't say that, or it'll end up on the fucking.
What?
And then
Well,
afterwards, on the police report, it'll say, but that was the right way to do it with a W.
Yeah.
What? I just whip it out.
Just whip the badge out.
What's the problem?
Everyone at this agency does it.
I'm adding it to the collage.
Every time that the opportunity comes up, I whip it out. What's weird about that?
I'm gonna add it onto the art of him doing that, of him.
Yes, good. It should be.
Yeah. No, this is perfect. This is great. Okay, fixed. Cool. Now we're moving on.
Damn right.
I am stunned. Clavier had nothing to say about it. I always just whip it out.
So, buddy, why the fuck are you here?
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This is one of the funniest video games, like, screen prompts I've ever fucking seen in my life. Why are you here?
Dialogue choice. Why are you here?
Holy fucking shit. Oh god.
So good.
Why are you, just with his face, why are you here?
Here? Why, man?
He's here in
Buddy,
case the
I thought we
prosecutor
were
wins
done
the
with
mock
you.
trial. Yeah, I know, but I don't think he knows that. I don't know either. I just showed up. I am drunk all the time.
Okay, so what the hell are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin?
I do all the hangs. I hang out, I hang around, I hang over all the time.
Good one.
Thank you.
I am here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited.
For the record, I was going off of the Rockstar parody, not the German always drunk parody. That was not my intention.
And I have a crucial role to
I thought that
play.
was more of an Irish thing than a German thing.
No, there's a German boozing archetype too, because
I
in a lot of
suppose, yeah.
places, day drinking is like fully legal.
Well,
The Gaviniers are getting back together for a one-time special performance.
Was that I was gonna make a joke earlier
though
about
you
where
guys-
there's a
I thought
there was a sign in the hallway that had a guitar, and I was like, what
What?
lame ass cover band are they hiring?
so the energy of it just saying music and it not
Yeah.
saying what it's going to be is the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
as like if a comedy room had we're gonna have a special guest comedian and they don't tell you who it is and you get up there and it is Dave Chappelle. And it is Dave Chappelle. It is Matthew Wright featuring Dave Chappelle.
even though you guys disbanded. Oh, which was a shame, really.
Okay, yeah, I know how much you adored music, forehead. You fucking rub it in some more, okay? Yeah, no, our drummer overdosed. Okay, fuck you. Anyways, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. That is where I picked up the day drinking. It was because I'm a rock star, but Germany did make it easy, so I will blame it a little bit on the country, okay?
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned.
I see you have already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on...
And we're the same. That's so. It's either a wild coincidence or like so macabre. You know, like because
It's a little
wasn't
fucked.
he on
It's a little
stage?
fucked, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
so fucked.
That's...
Trying to remember back 5 years or whatever it was when we
Yeah,
played
to
that.
the singer lady who Phoenix helps out by inventing a jury for 2 years.
Yeah, like did she? She couldn't have been dead the whole time because I remember doing her voice and I remember doing her.
Yeah, she was on trial, and she's the first person to be found innocent with the jury system. That was like at the very end of one of the last games we played.
That was the end of the last game.
Goddamn, you're right, yeah.
And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow.
Yep, it was a statue of him, and it was a statue of Phoenix Wright. Jesus fucking
Yep.
Christ.
2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This was just an illustration, but it's not half bad. You know, the AI tools, they don't do it right. You have to hire a real artist. I paid someone $5 for this on a funny little website called Fiverr.
Wicked statue. Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Oh, bingo, Fraulein! And they were so big and magnificent too. Bah! What a terrible waste.
Oh no.
But the worst part of this whole thing is... Oh, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Honey, look at me.
Yeah,
Of
I
course a lesbian taught me. What do you think?
Every single person who didn't study in Europe studied at this university. If they are in law and they didn't, I was gonna say, aren't you European, but that's not true. Clavier's the opposite. He's European but studied here.
Well, I was in...
Or reverse Athena.
It's very funny for him to say while I was in Germany, even though in this canon he's from there. Like, yeah, you know, when I was abroad in Germany, instead of back at my home... No, I don't claim that as my
Back
home.
home?
No. I don't
Maybe
think,
he did a lot of traveling as a kid, you know?
I don't think he said back
Parents went
home,
around
did he? I studied abroad in
Studied
Germany.
abroad, which does not imply it's home.
Yeah.
God, what if he isn't German and he's just...
No, I can't. I just
Different
kin
accent?
so hard with it.
God.
Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
What a terrible waste. One statue of a failure of an attorney and another statue that got smashed.
So, Constant Court was your professor here at the academy.
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
Clavier. Fun fact, according to an interview with Janet Sue, one of the localizers, Phoenix's comment in AJ about Gavin's affected accent was meant to be a hint that his accent was entirely put on, and he is just as American as everyone else.
I said that as a fucking joke.
Don't make jokes! You have, what a delayed response. Like, 5-year delayed response.
say,
Don't make jokes.
When we were playing Apollo Justice, because Kristoff didn't have an accent, I think I made the joke that Clavier was playing his up.
It does look good for the rock
down.
And that is apparently exactly what is happening.
Oh my
Here's the
fucking
quote.
God.
Here's the exact quote. And speaking of people who are not what they think they are, here's a bonus fact. Clavier Gavin is not German, but he did study in Germany for a while. We tried to hint at his true nationality with Phoenix saying Clavier's accent is affected, but in hindsight, that may have been too subtle of a hint. That's fucking incredible.
That's hilarious.
Holy
It's also
shit.
so funny that they were like, damn, we thought these Americans would get it, and they totally were just like, blonde hair, rock star, tight pants, accent, European.
Yeah, like, it worked too well.
Gay and European.
He was not gay and European. That's why the band broke up. They couldn't finish the song.
Oh, yeah.
They cracked the code.
Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court.
Exactly.
Okay, actually, you know what? Fuck you. Don't dishonor her memory by comparing me to her. I know what I'm like. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard.
Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what?
I don't remember if it was you or another streamer, but someone said that both of the Gavins have a slight accent, but Kristoff plays it down and Clavier plays it up. I believe
that was us.
I think that was us. Yeah, that sounds right. It sounds like something we would have said. Wait,
Yeah,
why was...
because I did kind of remember some stuff to do with like their nationality and accent and whatnot when I remembered that he had the brother and the trial with that.
We're gonna find out that Clavier was bullied in school because he was putting on a fake accent, and this teacher who was not teaching his course, crucially, he was not in her course, sat aside and was like, "Hey, you know what the most
Sonny, you just got a little touch of the tism. It's fine, buddy."
the most important thing is the truth." He's like, "You're right. I have to manifest my truth. I have to live in Germany." No, that's not what I. Thank you. I'm going to go to Germany now. Oh, wow. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, he's gone now.
Upside. He's not in my hair anymore.
Forget already? Air forehead? So am I in your air forehead? I said I'd help you explain. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it
Time.
right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch a killer.
So we're going to redo the mock trial here. Famous Legal Academy, 3rd floor, lecture hall.
They're just gonna let us hang. Okay.
Oh wow, we really are just doing this.
So we're the witness?
Right.
Wait, I'm the witness?
Okay, I'm gonna ask right now. I am running really low on energy. Would this be a decent enough time to call it, so long as we include this in addition to the first day of the presumably real trial that will happen in the next stream? Or do you think we should just power through this?
Okay. I'll say this. There's a lot more to go
Before day one?
with the day one investigation, because that's what this is. And there's a fairly decent length day one trial. I say, considering we're all a little out of it and this was kind of impromptu, I say we call it.
Yeah.
Now that my internet's working fine.
Because
sorry.
this is a very
No, it's
funny... This is a very funny point of, oh, it's the trial. Okay, we have to go then. See you guys. This is a very funny save.
Mm-hmm.
I say we do this, then we come back, finish investigation day one.
And then see how long that
sometime
takes.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah, but we could. I mean, we could certainly do that this week.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I was not kidding. I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get something into my system.
And I didn't lose power, so that's nice.
He looks even worse.
Because legitimately, I didn't want to be like, hey, my internet's slowing down because it's hella windy outside, even though it's very cold. And
You're
I
all
was
getting the
kinda
winter storm we just got. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in case something worse does happen, we're ending it preemptively now. Sorry that it was only while your internet was choppy, but we did have fun. We got through this first bit, and yeah, he does look really fucking gnarly here. God, you're right. He looks okay.
It's endearing to me though, because again, it's nostalgic.
Yeah, he looks like old times, exactly like them. Unaged, undusted, just left on a shelf and gathering crumbs. Like
he looks like he's about to ask Barbie if she's gonna go ride her horses or something, you know, like.
Yeah, like this is a 60-year-old actor who's playing a character that's supposed to be in their 20s because they've been playing that character for 30 years.
Man.
Anyways, thank you all so much for... That's the AFK screen. That's the close... Yeah, you can see I'm a little bit out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you watching. If you have not watched the entirety of the video, I would really appreciate if you did. Please take care, everyone, and take it easy.
Yay.
Well, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yay.